Hi, Kim. How are you doing?
Good, Tamika. How are you?
I'm good. Welcome to Tam Talk. I appreciate you doing this. As you know, I have been a fan of your skincare line. It is awesome. Why is it so important for you for us to have good skincare products?
Why is it important? Wow. Who's we? Who are we talking about when we say we?
I would go on the limb by saying us, as in Black women, Black men, to have good skincare, because I feel like a lot of it caters to our skin type, our skin texture, and it's not, I'm pretty sure other people can use it, but this is just, what I've seen and what I think.
I think all around in general, people of color are undervalued. And what is being sold on the market by mass or commercial products are not made by Black people. So we're using these chemically induced products that claim to make our skin better, but then over time we realize that they don't. And so I personally believe that as a person of color, I know my skin type. I'm around people that have very similar skin type than I, and I see the constant issues that we go through all the time. And I see what's being sold at Rite Aid, at CVS, at Walgreens, and places like that, especially geared towards Black communities. And you look at the back of the ingredients and you're like, well, based on what our ancestors used, what is used back at home in the Caribbean, in Africa, and places like that, based on what's, versus what's being sold on the market here, it's like, what the hell? Like, how is this for our skin? And so we use these products from when we're born. Our parents use these petroleum-based or these coconut oil-based or palm oil-based or these heavily chemically based products on our skins from babies. And then we wonder why by the time we're adults, we can't seem to figure out what's going on with our skin. So that's why I think it's important to have good skincare, because we're not given, we're not provided, we're not supplied, or, in the market, they're not supplying good. And that's why it's important that people of color should have good skincare, because it's not out there.
Right. And I agree with that. I wasn't even paying much mind to things, like a lot of skincare products. I've always been conscious of my skin. So like before companies like yours, I remember one time somebody asked me, how do you have good skin? And I said, I pray to Jesus. And then the next part is, I said, I make a lot of my own stuff. Like I make oats, avocado. And people like, oh, you're wasting your food supply. I'm like, but it works for me. So like when companies like yours came about, you guys saved me a lot of time. You saved me a lot of time. But I don't think people, especially people of color, really realize the importance of good skincare. And I believe in loving your skin first before anything else. Makeup, I always say it is just to accentuate. It is not the thing that you should love the most.
Absolutely.
And I love that constantly with your brand, you promote that. How do you go about figuring out what ingredients go with what to actually, first of all, it smells great and it feels good on your skin. One of my favorite one is the plantain mix. Oh gosh, it makes me so happy. How do you go about putting the ingredients together because natural products sometimes without additives don't always smell great, but yours smell great and they last for a while. So how do you go about doing that?
So it is a lot of science. There is a lot of science, and once you understand what soap actually is, now let's go back, right? Let's go back to like liquid soap and like bar soap, right? So you have liquid soap and you have bar soap, and liquid soap it can be all natural. It is possible. However, it is a very strong cleanser, so it can strip out the skin, right? However, a bar soap, then once it's completed and it's finished product, by the time you get the product, it's considered a salt product. And as you know, salt naturally preserves things. So back in the day, and we all, if you were of U.S. education, you learned that our, Indians and our, U.S. ancestors, they would preserve things using salt, right? So a lot of people cure salt with their meats, right? So that makes the meat last longer. So now when you have a bar of soap, it is considered a salt product, right? Anything that's in that product is now considered preserved because it's engulfed in a salt product. Okay. Now, the problem is that these companies make so much of it that they're not sure if it's going to sell. They mass produce it, so they're not sure if it's going to sell. They don't know how long it's going to sit on the shelf. So they have to put preservatives in it, right, because they don't know, how long it's, that's why you hear these things have 2-3 year shelf life. Right? Now, to me, a natural product should be used. It should be consumed every day, right? So therefore, in my mind, whatever it is that I'm going to use, I want it to have a 6 month to 1 year shelf life. Now, anything past that, you shouldn't use it. Just like if anything start rotting in your refrigerator, do you eat it?
No.
Right. You toss it because it's a natural product. Natural products should not last forever. Okay. When you go to McDonald's and you drop a fry in the car, and then like 6 months later, when you go vacuum your car, you see the same French fry and it looks exactly the same, like how you dropped it when you bought it 6 months ago. It's because there's preservatives in it.
I'll be worried.
Okay. I choose my ingredients based off of what my ancestors ate, what my parents fed me as a child. I am Jamaican, Trinidadian, and British descent. And of course, African descent. But plantains. We fry plantains, we eat plantains, Dominicans, Puerto Ricans, Jamaican, African, we all eat plantains, right? But when you stop and think about it, it's high in potassium. Your skin loves potassium. It's high in vitamin K. I think vitamin K is potassium, I believe. But we're consuming all of these things. It's great for our digestive system. It gives us energy. So let's see what it can do for the skin. Avocados. My dad used to always tell me when I was young, you should eat more avocado. It's good for your skin. It's good for your skin. And I'm like, when you're like 5, you're just like, ew, no, I don't want avocado.
Yeah.
But growing up, you realize once your diet changes, your skin changes with it. So I take the notion of these foods that I've been raised on and eaten, and I've seen a difference in my skin by consuming it. If I break it down and put it in my product as an actual fruit, not the derivative where it's been in a lab and they extract certain components from it. No, the actual fruit. If I break that down and put it in this soap, it's engulfed in this salt product.
Yeah.
It's preserved naturally. And in about a month and a half, let's see. And I tested it out over and over and over. And I mean, you can't beat the benefits of what, I mean, like, we're putting avocado masks on our face, for crying out loud. Right? We're literally getting an avocado, mashing it up and sticking it on our face. What happens to the rest of our body? Why doesn't the rest of our body need this? It's high in fatty omega acids. It's so nutrient dense. It's a great protein. Why not shower with it every day? It's kind of like, so I always look at food as medicine, as the healer. And I also seen a lot of these new brands coming out with a watermelon mask and a papaya enzyme mask. And I'm just like, well, the actual fruit is where all the gumption, all the nutrition is.
Yeah.
So let's make a papaya soap. You know what I'm saying? The seeds in the papaya are excellent. You could do so many things with that. You could actually crush that up and use that as a mask. Use that as a face scrub. I mean, so there's so many ways that people could use fresh ingredients. However, it is it's understanding the science of what you're working with, understanding how it works, and then trying to implement natural products in it, because there are downsides to it. I mean, if you don't know what you're doing, you can, if you don't know what you're doing, yes, it can get moldy. If your environment isn't constantly circulated and kept that's why you always see packaging say, keep item in a cool, dry place.
Right.
Right? Because what moisture can create mold. Yes, we all get that by now. However, that's why when you're soap making, you need to be in a ventilated environment all the time, so that all that liquid can extract. Once you have that soap product, then you can give it to your customer, give that a try. And before you know it, they see a difference in their skin in about a week.
Listen, initially when I bought the soaps, soaps and I don't have a good relationship. We have had a history of drying out my skin. So initially, when I saw your soap, it was more me supporting a Black business. It wasn't like I genuinely was gonna think like, I was support a Black business, kind of thing. And I was like, I like her energy, so I was like, all right, cool. When I opened the soap, my husband and I were like, can we eat it? That's like the first thing, right? So I was like, all right, cool. So it went on presentation. You can see one of mine is right here.
Oh, I didn't even notice that. Is that aloe? Is that the aloe detox?
I think it's the charcoal.
Peppermint?
Yes. And it's so good.
That's
so I was like, okay, good. It wins on, it smells great. I want to eat it. All right, let's take it into the bathroom, girl. The first one I used was the plantain, and it did not dry out my skin. My skin felt good, and I was happy to find something to help maintain my skin, because one of the things is a lot of times you say, oh, you have good skin, you don't have to do anything, and then it's like one day I was like, no, you have to maintain because you get older. So it's let me start now to put the nutrients in so that I'm not trying to figure that out when I get older. And having your product is kind of like, like when, in videos, when the Masonic goes, and hallelujah. It's kind of like one of those. So I truly, truly love it. And it's obvious that people do too, because guys, she hardly okay, explain to me the rotation of how it works. Like, I think you're sold out constantly. I think you're always sold out, and that's an excellent thing. Explain to me the rotation of how you decide not to, I'm not going to provide soap for you guys every day of every week of every hour, but I'm going to have this on a schedule so you can get the best all the time.
So again, remember how I said people love to just, these mass products are always made at a mass amount, and they just sit on shelves.
Yes.
Because I'm using fresh ingredients, I want to, use them fresh. So I don't always want, I never want to make something and just let it sit there. Not because I'm afraid of it going bad, but I actually do enjoy peeling the plantain. I enjoy, dethorning the aloe. I enjoy skinning the papaya. I enjoy all that stuff. So to me, making sure that every time you get a cube, it's the same experience. You're getting a fresh ingredient. You're getting a freshly made product. I also am working alone. I'm a one-person show, and so I have to put myself on a schedule because I don't like going to the post office every day. I just don't. So I would rather give everyone an opportunity to purchase for 1 week. If you're loyal, you will have it scheduled in your phone. I don't have time to send out emails, like email marketing every day, like most brands do. After a while, they get annoying. I have a life, so I want to live my life through my work. So I have to segment, I will let you guys, I'll let the public know, hey, I'm making XYZ. This would be the date that it's released. If you want it, you know where to find it, on what day, what time. And it also it reminds people that you can't find this anywhere else. It'll be very, very hard to find my product. I want to keep it that way, because again, once something is too accessible, it's like, I can find it anywhere, and I feel, keeping it exclusive is important. Keeping it fresh is important. And I like to experiment with different things. I'm coming out with something very exciting for the holiday. I'm so excited about it because I hear so many, I heard so many people have this experience. And so I want to take that experience and put it into a bar of soap. Ooh. That, and I cannot wait. But I can't do these passion projects if I'm sitting at the post office every day. Right. So I would rather just dedicate 1 week out of the month, or whenever I know that I'm ready, when my products are ready, cured, solid, ready to go out, I set a date, and I let people go wild on that day. I think I'm going to have to start putting like a limit on how many people can purchase at a time, because I literally will sell out in I think my last release I sold out in less than 12 hours. Nice. And I think I want to say I sold out in 4 hours to be exact. Probably longer than that. Less than 12 hours. And I felt so bad that other people couldn't get the opportunity to, try the product. So I did a pre-order, and I'm currently making the pre-order now. So it's a, that's the process, because again, I refuse to turn something that I enjoy doing into work and to stress me out, because then you won't get a good product if I'm stressed. If I'm stressed, everyone else is going to get a stressed product, and no one wants that, If I'm happy and zen and I'm enjoying what I'm doing, patience is a virtue. That's all I ask from people, is just to have patience, and those who are waiting and who believe in the product and who love the product and who truly want to support will support when the time comes.
It's worth the wait. I'll say that 1,000 times over. I will scream it from every rooftop. It is worth the wait. I love the fact that you could choose to have it in the biodegradable wrap or have it open out. Because my first order, I did one of each because I didn't understand. So now I do. After that, I knew how to order. But it is worth it. So, are there any oils in our future?
Any what?
Oils in our future? Are any skin oils, fragrant oils, aromatherapy oils, any oils in our future?
Probably not. But I don't know. Only because I like, I'm really good at what I do, making soap.
You are.
And I feel that you can get an oil anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see my brand being something that has a vast amount of different variety, because I want to hone in and perfect and give the best product that Terra.Tory can give, and that is a soap product.
I like that. I love that you said, and I've always believed this. You should always love what you do, because then you produce the best in it. I feel like that's why sometimes when you go into stores and like the teller is kind of like, you don't like your job, do you, sis? It's okay. I understand.
Given all sorts of attitude, like, no. Yeah.
And I believe that like teachers that love teaching, they go above and beyond with your kids, and they care when you use a product or make a product that you consume too, and you love it, then everybody loves it. I think that's why it like flies off the shelf. Okay.
Absolutely.
What is your favorite soap that you make?
I love all of them because
you sound like a real mama when you ask which is your favorite child.
My favorite. It's funny because each one that I use, when I'm using it, it's currently my favorite. So my cactus soap that I recently came out with was my favorite. And then I started using plantain again, and I was like, damn, this plantain is so good. That become my, and then I used sea moss, and I'm like, this is it. This is the one. And I'm just like, they're all good. But okay, if I could say which was my favorite, Aloe Detox. Only because the tingly feeling that it gives me all over from using real peppermint essential oil. Not that weird candy cane fragrance oil that a lot of people try to get off on. And can I just say something? It's it's really frustrating. It's so frustrating to see brands push products that clearly are not natural and say that they are all natural. When I see products being pushed heavily saying that it's natural, but then they're using derivatives and like fragrance oils, and I'm just like, how is this possible? But yeah, essential oils have a therapeutic feeling and benefit that you can feel that fragrance oils cannot give you. And the peppermint in the Aloe Detox cube is unmatched.
Ooh. Yeah. Listen, I'm so excited. I could talk to you for like forever, because it's so informative. It's so good, and I really get to learn to take care of me. And sometimes we think taking care of ourselves is one-dimensional. Some people just focus on the mental health. Some people just focus on the toxic relationships. But I feel like there's this whole thing to make one happy: your mental health, your spiritual well-being, and your physical self. I feel like when all are good, you're good, because then you're going to nitpick at one or the other when one starts to, rest.
Right.
So I rock with you. I will again shout from the mountaintops how amazing it is. I tell people every day. And I'm thankful for Ranella that I got to, because I think it was that she was doing a giveaway for Ohima, and I saw it paired with the soap, and I was like, so I'm so happy for that, so that I got to see your brand and fall in love with it. And I wish you and pray all the best and success for you. You deserve it. I can see your heart in your products, and I feel like that's so important, because now I'm at a point where I want to know the CEOs for these companies. I want to know who's making my product, not just what's in it. So that makes me happy, because when I know you love your product and you use your product, I'm like, all right, I'm happy. I've enjoyed my time with you. You have taught me so much. I'm going to pay extra care now to my skin and pay even more attention to I know with you, I don't have to pay attention to that ingredients. You got my soap covered, and you make body butters. Let's not kind of brush over the fact that I know you might want to, okay, so then what you do, you buy the body butter. Like, let's get it all the way together.
Yeah, the body butter is also coconut oil free. I'm allergic to coconut oil across the board, so there is no coconut oil in any of my products. And I make that very clear, because many people with allergy type skin or eczema prone skin can be triggered off from tree nut oils or any tree nut byproducts, or even gluten products as well. So yeah, try to keep it as gluten-free, hypoallergenic, but also have my ancestors speak through, and always promote a healthy diet. Diet across the board is a game changer for your skin and overall well-being. And so yeah, that's pretty much what I try to always push through and scream to the mountaintops every time when I talk about Terra.Tory.
Oh, I appreciate this. Thank you so much. Again, I look forward to seeing you keep winning. I celebrate all your wins with you, even though you don't see. And I'm proud of you. I'm always proud of when Black women win. I'm extra proud when Caribbean Black women win. It's an extra celebration. So it's not just like a regular celebration. It's like, hey.
Yeah, I'm telling you, but like Caribbean women, we are gems. We really are gems. And so, I mean, and I do personally feel like I should show more of that, but I feel like my product does that enough. Maybe I could do more, but I am definitely Trini to the bone, Jamaican, I am very, but again, I speak all of that through my ingredients.
I agree with you.
Papaya, aloe. We've been using all of these things since avocado. I mean, who doesn't love a good pear? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if I think the people that will read into it and get to know me will learn that eventually. But on the surface, I think I'm speaking my truth through the product.
Funny thing that you said that. It was that made me know you had Caribbean roots. It was specifically the plantains, though. It was like, we know she's from. I was like, I got Jamaican. I didn't get Trini. I definitely got the Jamaicans from I was like, I know she has Jamaican roots, but this plantain, because it's such an important part.
Oh God!
I agree with you with that. I did get it, especially from their plantain. So yes.
That is so funny.
Yes.
I appreciate that. That's awesome. That is awesome. That's how you know you're a true Caribbean. Because when you have to question things like that, you're like, plantain? Who would have thought to put plantain in soap? Of course, a Caribbean woman.
Yes. You're awesome. But thank you so much. You enjoy your day. I'm going to cherish this interview for so many reasons.
Where can people find this? Well, you know what? How about this? Check out Terra.Tory at www.terra-tory.com. Instagram, Terra.Tory _ whatever. You'll put all the information. I'm excited.
Me too. Oh, I'm excited. Thank you so much.
It was a pleasure, my love.
You too. Bye, beautiful. And thank you so